Hi, I'm Ben Walker, the Entrepreneur's Accountant, and I'm going to run you through what's the one number to focus on in your business. Adapted from Gary Keller's recent book, The One Thing, what is the one number you could focus on such that by improving it, everything else would be easier or unnecessary? What we want to identify here is the one number in your business that will have a roll-on effect to other aspects of your business, making them easier or unnecessary. And to test your one number, it needs to be a lead into other numbers. So what I mean by that, for instance, is that revenue is made up of many inputs. Things like existing clients, retention rate, leads, conversion, average spend, the number of transactions per client, and you could even break those numbers down into more leading numbers. Your one number is likely to change every so often too, so don't get caught up on it. At the same time, if you've picked a number that is having fantastic effects on your business, don't just stop monitoring it. And I'll tell you why. I'll just give you the short version of Continental Airlines. So Continental Airlines was a struggling airline in the early 2000s when low-cost airlines were popping up. To innovate their business, they switched their one number from dollars per air mile to the percentage of on-time arrivals. And because the budget airlines weren't focused on actually getting to their destination on time, Continental Airlines business went through the roof. But once the business was sold and new management came back on board, they switched their one number back, and that is why they're no longer around. So the lesson here is to make sure you don't stop measuring a good thing. Another important thing is to get your whole team involved. Your one numbers will be even more effective if it's something that everyone in your business can contribute to. Let's take the number of days between the last incident for accidents in the workplace. Everyone can be on board this. It would reduce admin time, costs for leave, insurances, etc. But everyone can be on board that and act to reduce those days. So another couple of examples for your one number. It's really important to have a customer-focused number. Something like the average days of your turnaround time for projects. If you're a service-based business, if you deliver websites, or even if you're an accounting firm, the number of days between when the job starts and when the job finishes, that's a massive customer-focused number. You could take percentage of on-time arrivals if you're an airline, in the example of Continental Airlines above. Another example is the completion rate for your program or course. So if you do a course, the actual completion rate for that full program, and maybe the average time as well. The number of days or hours from order to delivery, if you run an e-commerce shop or you're people order from your warehouse and get that delivered to their address. So one numbers if you're short on leads. Things like the number of calls each day, the number of meetings or sales meetings with clients each week, the number of speaking engagements each month that you go to. If your cash flow is tight, one number could be reducing the number of days between debtor follow-ups. So instead of 30, 60 and 90 days, you could reduce it right back to 5, 10 and 15 days. Massively increase your cash flow. The percentage of suppliers who are on credit terms. So the higher the percentage, the longer you've got to pay those suppliers in their agreed credit terms. The percentage of customers who pay up front, and for manufacturers or people who sell products, the number of stock turns each month. So the number of times you rotate the value of your stock every single month. Another tip is to keep accountable once you've got your one number. After you decide on your one number, be sure you document it and keep score of it visually, somewhere that you and the team responsible will see it every single day. If you don't do this, you're much more likely to let the goal fizzle out. For instance, you could simply write it on butcher's paper and stick it on the back of your office door. Or if you've got some crafty talent in the office, get them to put together a fun themed scoreboard, especially if it's something that can create some competitive fun. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.